With an outfit like this, I guessed I'd be sent somewhere chilly. However, this place is seriously cold. But just take a look at this fantastic landscape. So let's see how cold it really is today. In the UK today, it's probably about 15 degrees Celsius. But here, even though it's April, it feels freezing. And the temperature
is a frosty -4 degrees Celsius. That means 4 degrees below zero, the point at which water freezes.
But the wind chill makes it feel much colder. My face is cold, my fingers are cold, my feet are freezing, and the snow is still so deep.
So, where in the world is Andy this week? Andy's journey from the UK took him northeast to Helsinki, the capital city of Finland. Then, on a second plane, he flew north for an hour and a half, crossing the Arctic Circle. He landed at the small, remote town of Ivalo, in the region of northern Lapland. Ivalo is surrounded by this icy wilderness. Huge lakes are frozen solid. The land is covered by a thick blanket of snow. Winter lasts from October to early May. The temperature can fall to as low as -30 degrees Celsius. Andy's off to help Petri, Elisa and the family to feed the reindeer, a very important winter job on the farm. The reindeer graze in the forests of pine and birch trees. They normally feed on lichen and moss growing under the snow, but sometimes the snow is too hard or too deep for them to dig through. So that the reindeer don't go hungry, Elisa and Andy serve up some extra portions of tasty hay.
Oh dear, it's like school dinners, isn't it?
In winter, snowmobiles are a great way to get around. But suddenly, everyone has a sharp reminder it's nearly spring. The frozen swamp under the snow is starting to melt. The reindeer is the most common animal in Lapland. There are more reindeer than people. They have thick fur to keep them warm in the harsh winter, and broad hooves to stop them sinking into the snow. Sadly, Andy doesn't. Reindeer herding is one of the most important jobs in Lapland, particularly for Sami people. Reindeer meat is eaten by the family and also sold to shops. The skins, antlers and bones are used to make things like clothes and blankets. Reindeer herding, fishing and hunting have been part of the Sami way of life for a very long time. Sounds like Andy's getting a quick family history lesson from Petri's father in their cosy lavo.
Very sweet, very wise as well. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this reindeer herding is very hard work, and we've got snowmobiles and all the modern things. So how did you ever manage it in the olden days?
It was really hard because getting around was very slow. You'd have to stay away from home for months at a time.
Aivan poroilla ja suksilla.
We use skis and reindeer.
Poroja kun
In the
paimentelin,
winter,
niin se aivan
we use
suksilla
skis to herd the
kierteli.
cattle,
Mutta
but
kun
when we had a
tavaroita
lot to carry,
kuljetettiin
we
paikasta
used sledges
toiseen, niin
pulled by the reindeer.
porolla kuljetettiin.
So the clothes that we've got, we're well kitted out now. I mean, years ago they wouldn't have had clothes like this. So what kind of stuff would we have worn then?
No vaatteet oli, kun poroaika
Everything was made out of reindeer skin and reindeer fur. For starters, on our feet we'd wear fur shoes like the ones Petri's wearing. And we wear a kind of trouser made out of reindeer skin.
Mutta siitä ylöspäin
On
lähti.
top, the fur of a reindeer calf.
No siihen en suoraa kysymystä ostassa. Se on vanha
Depending on
perinne.
the style and colour of the clothing, you could tell exactly where people came from, even down to which village and family they belonged to. But today, apart from the shoes, we only wear traditional costume on special occasions.
Vuosit vähän siinä vaihtelee vain.
So where else in the world has weather like this? The coldest places on Earth are in the very far north and very far south of the globe, the regions near the North and South Poles. The region around the North Pole is known as the Arctic. It's surrounded by an imaginary circle, the Arctic Circle. Greenland, northern Canada, Siberia, and Lapland in northern Finland all lie in this area, but much of the Arctic is frozen sea. In the far south, there's an imaginary line called the Antarctic Circle, and within it, the continent of Antarctica. In the Arctic and Antarctic, it's so cold that the oceans freeze. Some places stay frozen all year round.